Well, thanks for being here and for bringing your film. I saw your name a couple places in the credits. What all have you been involved with?
A small
here?
production team, so
Well,
yeah,
you know.
you do a little bit of everything.
I was really interested in the concept of the discussion, of the notion of, rather than giving your view, of instead giving your opinion why the other person had that view. Can you talk about how that came about as becoming sort of the focus of this whole project?
Yeah. Well, Tony Woodley, who you saw in the book, his theory, right, was that there was something more to the American people than what we were hearing about. And I had been working with Dee Alsop on a focus group, actually, project, trying to understand where the conflict came after the 2016 election. And Dee's been doing this for many, many years, many decades. And Dee had started to find that when they were working on hard issues and they would be in a focus group, the focus groups would devolve into battles. So they had to go back to their methodology and figure out how can they have conversations and understand what is actually going on in people's minds. And they developed something called triadic illumination, which actually is based, I don't know if anybody's been through marriage counseling, but some of what happens is very similar to counseling you get when you're trying to improve communications with a loved one, which is, let me give you your humanity back.
Right.
Let me understand you. And then we can start from there. So that's why he developed this.
Now, it got into it a little bit in the teacher discussion, but how did you deal with the difference between when there is a difference of opinion and figuring that out, and when there is a difference of facts? Yeah,
I mean, as Tony says in the film, that's where the rub is, right? Yeah. Is we come into this with our own facts. And that's where we encouraged, again, that curiosity, right? You want, as both Ben talks about and Alana talks about, be curious about those facts,
right?
Because you're going to learn more from them. So that's basically how we handled it. Is we encourage people to be curious about the facts and ask questions.
Did you find that there was a polarization of their way of getting information?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten to the point where, we're lucky to live in this country where we have a First Amendment, right? And we consume our media from different sources. So yeah, part of that is, the media we consume. Part of it is the bubble we create around ourselves when it comes to social media. We get a little complacent with the information that's coming at us.
We're no longer in a world where everybody listens to Walter Cronkite
exactly
every night.
How I grew up, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Uncle Walter. Yeah, no, it's I mean, that's that's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So I get asked about what do you do? I'm like, be a smart consumer.
Yeah.
Be choosy the way you would any other thing you're consuming.
Down the road, what do you want to see?
Wow. Well, actually, you do something like this because you're hoping to have an actual impact on conversation. I think the more people who can see this and remember that we can disagree better and that's possible, the better. So that's what we're aiming for. So if you are interested, I will make a plug. You saw the URL at the end, hopefully, undivideusmovie.com. If you have the time and you want to host a screening in your community, please let me know. If you have talents, if you have thoughts about how we could get this in front of more people, I tend to find people in the film community and the festivals have been really helpful.
Well, thank you very much for being here and sharing your thoughts with us, and good luck in the future.
Thank you.